I was rudely cut off. But anyway, so we have the volts that are in this one, which is oscillating, and that one's at 0.409. This one over here is at 0.411, going just to 12 now. It's going up, climbing. And that one is, one side of this is feeding off of this. The other side of that, this one here, is feeding off of this. Now, what is these two? All right, well, these two are the other antenna, two antennas that are up there. And I got a dioid on both of these. So we're sending one side of the power over to the other side, and we're coming off of this. And the funny thing is, this is what I love. The interesting part of this is if I disconnect, here we are 412, watch, it'll maintain. And here we are, remember now, this side is only connected to this side over here, okay? And then that side there is only connected to this voltmeter. But somehow, this side is affected. Watch this. Here we go. We disconnect that, okay? 412 just went to 413, so it's doing good. Over here, we're at 0.3. We're dropping. Over here, we're trying to climb to 413. That's what happens when you're gaining some power here. So, now over here, you're saying, okay, we're gaining power. So we're gaining power from one side, which is this side here. But this capacitor has lost tremendously. So now we're going to go ahead and connect this back. Here you're still at 413, and pretty soon it'll be 414 and climbing. This one's back up to 0.410 now. So it takes this one to be oscillating for this one to steal off power. This power is free, guys. Think about what I'm doing here. I'm not putting power in the system here. This is slowly charging, which is a lot of capacitance, which I was just running a motor. As soon as we get this back up to about 8, we'll run a motor again. And then we'll watch the current come back out of the ground. We'll do another video on that, and we'll step it up a little bit. We'll use some 12 volt, 24 volt pull, and we'll see what current we can pull from the ground, because I figured out what's actually driving it, and pretty much you're going to get reactance based on what you put into it. That's why the Tesla coil is going to be fired up during this hurricane. And we're going to create a electromagnetic field around my workshop. I'm going to run some wires going up to all 4 points of my workshop. And I'm going to crisscross the wires at the roof line, okay? And I'm going to put a Tesla electromagnetic static presence in my workshop during the hype tomorrow night on the storm. And we're going to see if I'm going to put some objects right on my roof that wouldn't stay there during winds, and we'll see if the field that I create can stop that object from even be moving, because the wind is above the object, above the field. So when I do the roof, I'll stick it up about probably a foot or two. Same thing with the ridge, about a foot. So basically I have like electromagnetic field above the whole building, and we'll put that for a scientific test run and see what the hell electromagnetic or static does with gale force winds, mini tornadoes actually. But all right, guys, interesting stuff. All I gotta say is interesting. I love this scientific stuff. I have it off for a few days, so I'm throwing myself in here. Meanwhile, keeping everything safe. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.